Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games for November 17th. Hopefully, all you guys had a very good night as usual last night. A lot of big scores. Hopefully, you guys had one of those big scores. So, as I said, we will be doing a recap of last night and a look ahead to today's games. So, um, last night was pretty good for Anthony and I. He had a 322, had a slightly better night than I did. I only had a 303, but barely cashed, but still, we both cashed. He obviously did a little bit better. So, anyway, let's get into the recap. So, anyway, he went Kyle Lowry and Irving. We both did. We really liked it. Couldn't really get Westbrook in there. But anyway, Lowry and Irving did very well for us, 39 and 36. He went with Giannis here instead of Harden, which obviously was a very good pick. He got a 56.5, and both of us kind of dudded here with him on Shumpert. Only got you 5, so he kind of definitely destroyed both of our lineups. Harrison Barnes, as normal, very consistent player. Trevor Ariza, very consistent. Told you guys I liked him last night. Got you 30. Picked Ibaka here because Davis was out, so Ibaka did okay, nothing special, but still got him at low ownership. Next was Terrence Jones. Everybody had him because, no Davis. Got you 40.8. And DeMarcus Cousins in the tournament I was in was only 9% owned. I knew nobody was going to have him, but, it's weird, but he has his best games against San Antonio. So, very good night from Boogie. And like I said, no one had him. So, 322, pretty good. I'll go over mine really quickly. Kind of the same thing, Lowry, Irving. I went with Harden, but obviously Giannis was the way to go. I went with Tim Hardaway in this one. Just Cephalosha was going to be out, so he did a little bit better than Shumpert, not too much. I didn't need much from him, though. And then we had Harrison Barnes and Ariza were the same, and then Terrence Jones. And I had Dudley in this one. He's been getting off the bench around 25, 26 fantasy points, and it's hard to see it, but he only got 7, and he definitely killed my lineup. And then my other guy was DeMarcus Cousins. So, both of us, we had a Dudley for me, and then he had Shumpert. So, if both of those, Dudley would have got his 25, that would have been, obviously a lot better lineup. And Shumpert, even if he would have got 18 or so, that would have been a good lineup too. But either way, both of us did cash. So if you guys are interested in premium lineups and you guys need some help on, NBA, definitely hit Anthony and I up. For premium, you get 4 lineups per day. It's only $30 a month, so definitely hit us up. Or if you're interested in the season, it is $150. So yeah, if you're interested, just email us. Or if you guys are just interested, you need some more help on fantasy or anything like that, definitely hit us up as well. We will help you out as much as we can. So, as I said, a very good night for Anthony and I. Hopefully, you guys had a good night as well. All righty, moving on. We got a 5-game slate here for Thursday. It's an interesting slate. Not a lot of good matchups. So it's going to be a very interesting one here tonight. So anyway, let's get into it. We got Washington and New York as our first game. As I am doing this, there's no over and under, but it should probably be around a 204, 205. Washington's just been struggling very bad this year. Lost to Philly last night. They're 2-8 on the year, so things are just not going their way right now. You got John Wall. I don't mind him, 8,900. He's going to be popular on the small slate, but it's up to you. Maybe GPP with Derrick Rose. I know he's going up against Wall, but maybe, but not too high on it. But trying to find some different guys to play because most of these guys are going to be very popular. Don't know what's going on with Bradley Beal, but I'm not going to be touching Sheldon McLennan. He started the last 2 games that Beal's been out. I'm not going to touch that. Don't really care for Thomas Satoransky. Not too high on those guys. So I don't mind Otto Porter or Carmelo Anthony. Porter, his price dropped a little bit, but I don't mind him here. Does pretty good when Beal or Wall is out. So, when Wall is in there, Otto Porter does very well because he always feeds him the ball. So definitely don't mind Otto Porter in this one if this game is close. Carmelo, he's going to be popular as well. Just he's not doing it this year for me. Almost 8K, and he's only getting around 33 points a game. That's just not hitting his salary. So I may fade him unless I find something else. Sometimes you just got to take the points when you can get them. Kristaps Porzingis, I knew it. I didn't pick him last night, and I should have obviously got you 50.9. Up to you guys if you want to pick him here on a back-to-back. He's just been on a tear. Price is going to go up. Like I said, I'm just scared to pick the guy because every time I pick him, he decides to bust. But, they're going to need him here against Washington. So definitely don't mind some Kristaps Porzingis. Pick Markieff Morris. He had a little bit of foul trouble. He only got 23 just because he just didn't play those big minutes. I know it says 31, but he sat most of the first quarter. So I'd probably pick Porzingis here over Morris. Porzingis a little bit bigger guy than Morris, so definitely would go Porzingis here. And then you got Gortat and Noah. I said I didn't mind Noah at all, so I don't mind Noah either. I said I didn't mind him against Drummond if he played yesterday, and hopefully you guys did pick him because he got you 36. So I don't mind him here once again. A little bit harder matchup with Gortat, but still don't mind Joakim Noah for only $4,500. And then you got Marcin Gortat. He's been all over. Don't mind him, but I would just go a little bit cheaper for me and go with Noah. Let me see here how they are here against the center position. Let me see. Washington Wizards, they're in the top 10 worst against the center position. So, yeah, definitely don't mind me some Noah. Should be a close, good game. A lot of shots getting put up, so definitely don't mind me some Noah. All right, moving on, we have – let's see here. We got Miami and Milwaukee. No total on this one either. Probably about a 195, and Milwaukee probably – well, I guess they'll give it to Miami, but I think Milwaukee will have the spread here. All right away, Hassan Whiteside, 8,900, going to be popular. Just put him in your lineup and then move on. He's just – obviously he's a beast. Milwaukee's very bad against that center position. And then you got Jabari Parker. Don't mind him. He's going to be popular. Miami's not the best against power forwards. 42 last time against Atlanta, so don't mind Parker here. And then don't know what's going on with Winslow. But if for some reason he doesn't play, if you guys need a GPP option, I picked up James Johnson. Didn't do too much. I thought he'd do a little bit more. He only got 17. But as you see, his minutes, are fluctuating a little bit. But they're going to need him a little bit more. But that's very risky for me. So probably not going to go there again. And then you got Giannis against Dwyane Wade. That's kind of a mismatch right there for Waiters, but definitely don't mind Giannis for obvious reasons. You got Josh Richardson. He's been stepping up as well. Price went up a little bit, but he's been stepping up, been in that point guard position. But it looks like Dragic should be back. He's still game time decision, but we have to see. But if he's out, Josh Richardson will probably start again, so don't mind him. Tyler Johnson, don't mind him either. Richardson and Johnson are kind of in the same boat. Seems like one of them go off and the other one doesn't, so kind of have to pick which one you think is going to have the better game. Both of them still get pretty big minutes, so really not really too high on any of these other guys. So it's going to be a slow game, but you got your big guys. You got Giannis and you got Hassan Whiteside. And I said don't mind some Josh Richardson either, and then some Jabari Parker. So, going to be a slower game, but still should be a good battle between these two teams. All right, moving on. We got Portland and Houston, a 219 total, and Houston by 3. So this, obviously, everyone's going to have this game for obvious reasons. Houston just played last night against OKC. So if you can get Harden in there, I don't mind him. He is at home. I don't think he's going to get as many assists because Beverly looks like he's going to be back. I still think Harden's still going to be Harden. I think Beverly coming back helps Harden a little bit more, but either way, got to put him in your lineup. As I said, Beverly says he's going to be coming back. Even if he does, I'm probably not really going to play him. It's a little interesting though with Damian Lillard. Beverly is one heck of a defender, but he hasn't played in a very long time, coming off knee surgery. Lillard, I don't think you're going to have to worry about Lillard here against Beverly. Just because, Lillard is Lillard, he's going to have to keep him in this game. So I love Lillard. Obviously, I love me some CJ McCollum as well. Price is going up a little bit, but, he's a very consistent player for the most part. So definitely don't mind him. And a very good matchup here against Houston. And then you got Trevor Ariza. I like him. Consistent, $5,300. Definitely put him in your lineup as well. 39 and 30 in his last two. So definitely like him. As normal, playing very big minutes. If he wasn't going up against Ariza, I wouldn't mind Maurice Harkless, but he's going up against Ariza. Ariza, pretty good defender. So probably not going to go Maurice Harkless in this one. All right, moving on. Power forward position. You got Ryan Anderson. Man, this guy he can't get hot. Don't know what happened to him. Last year he was very consistent, but just not the same guy this year. I don't think he likes that starter role. Always a better second man offense bench player kind of guy. So and then you got Mason Plumlee and Clint Capela. Definitely don't mind both of these guys, but I'd probably give the edge to Capela here. $100 cheaper, but man, look, he's been solid. 28, 35, and 35. Putting up double-doubles in 3 straight games. Sorry, in 2 games, almost a double-double against Philly. But in 3 straight games, rebounds in the double digits. So definitely going to give the edge here to Capela. Going to be in almost every single one of my lineups. So going to be a very good game. Like I said, everyone's going to have him. You should as well in a cash game. You got Lillard, obviously, Harden, McCollum, Ariza, and then probably Clint Capela. I don't mind Plumlee either, but we'll go for Capela here. All righty, moving on. We got Philadelphia and Minnesota. We got a 213 total, and Minnesota by 11. As I said, Philly plays a lot better at home, and you saw they got the home win last night. I think it's going to be a little bit different story. They're traveling to Minnesota, so I still don't mind this matchup. I think it should be competitive. I don't think the spread should be at 11. I think it should be around 7 or 8. But right away, I know his price is going up, but Ricky Rubio sitting in a very good spot. I haven't been picking him just because I wanted to see how he was going to go, see what his minutes were going to be at. And his minutes are definitely fine. So looks like Rubio is back from his injury, 33 and 30. I know that's not much, but, he is facing Philly here. I love this matchup for Rubio quite a bit. I see easy double-double in this one for him. So around 34, 35 for Rubio. I definitely do like that quite a bit. Not too high on any of these other guys. Rodriguez had a good game last time out, but not too high on him here. Nick Stauskas actually had a pretty good game last night. I think he had 15 points, but I guess not fantasy-wise. But if you're looking for points, then there you go. But fantasy-wise, you guys, he's not there. Don't mind some Zach LaVine, though, $6,100. So definitely put him in your lineup. Andrew Wiggins as well. Don't mind Covington in the GPP, but it's going to be mostly just a cash kind of night here. You got Saric. I don't mind him against Gorgie Dang. He's still only sitting there at $4,100. Once in a while, he can do half decent for you. But if you're going to pick him, you're going to get you around 23, 24 if you're going to pick him. So not too high in Gorgie Dang. Maybe GPP with Ersan, but I don't know. He just hasn't been doing too much either. So it's hard to pick some of these 76er guys. But the one guy to pick, obviously, is Joel Embiid. Rested yesterday, but probably will be back here against Towns. That's going to be a very good matchup. I love both of those guys, but I probably give it to Towns just because, he's going to play more minutes. But Joel Embiid plays 25 minutes and gets you like 30-some points. So he's going to be popular as normal. As you see, he's been resting almost every other day. But hopefully soon, within the next month or so, they start playing him almost every day. As I said, I love Karl Anthony Towns. A lot of other people are going to be loving him as well. So definitely put him in your lineup if you can. I would probably pick Whiteside over Towns just because I think that's going to be a little bit more competitive game. And for some reason, Dragic and Winslow are out again. You saw what Whiteside did last time when both of those guys were out. So his usage definitely goes up if they're out. So I would definitely pick Whiteside over Towns. And I think that mostly does it for that game there. Not high and dang, just hasn't been doing anything. Like Sid Wiggins, Levine, they're going to be popular, and then some Ricky Rubio in there as well. All right, moving on to our last game. We got Chicago and Utah. No over and under on this one yet, but probably around probably about a 195. And Chicago should be probably about a 3 or a 4. And as you see, there's some injuries going on. You got George Hill, you got Rajon Rondo. Don't know what's going on there, but let's say Rondo is out. As you see, Grant just definitely stepped in last game and had a very good night, 34.6. If Hill is out, he's sitting very pretty. Utah is not that good against that point guard position, so definitely don't mind me some Grant. He'll be very popular, so definitely watch out for that. So definitely have to watch for Hill and Rondo news. And then you got Dwyane Wade, you got Rodney Hood. Man, this matchup is just a little, both these defenses are pretty good. I don't mind Wade, but he's just all over the place. Going to be a slower paced game here. Probably not my favorite shooting guard, but you may have to get him just because there's not many out there. I don't mind Rodney Hood, but he just hasn't been doing much since Hayward got back. His usage is just going down quite a bit. Plus, he's had a little sickness, so maybe Hood if you want to put him in there. But if you're looking for 25, 26, then definitely put him in. All right, you got Butler, you got Hayward. This is going to be a very good matchup right here. Definitely got to give it to Butler. I want to play Hayward, but I don't know if I can play him against Butler, even though I still think Hayward's going to have a half-decent game. Had a down game last time, but definitely got to give the edge to Butler. As I said, Hayward did not have a good game last time he played. Just very, very bad. He only got 20 points. So, like I said, he has Butler on him, so maybe a GPP, but cash game, do not put Hayward in there at all. I don't know what's going on with Favors. He's having that knee issue again. So I don't think he's going to be playing. But if for some reason he doesn't play, obviously don't mind some Trey Lyles. But another guy that I don't think any of you guys even know who he is Joe Ingles. He actually stepped in last game and had a heck of a game, which is kind of surprising. He had 29.8. He had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Like I said, none of you guys even know who he is probably. He's a big guy, small forward / power forward. He's a lefty, likes to shoot those three-pointers quite a bit. Not really a rebounder guy since he's out on the three-point line. So, they may want to put him in there a little bit more than normal just to keep up with Chicago. But his minute just came out of nowhere. So, unless he's an out starter, I'm not sure. I think Lyles is going to be the starter, though. But I'd probably pick Joe Ingles over Lyles. And then you got Taj Gibson. I really like Gibson if Favors is out here against Trey Lyles. So don't mind him. Let's see, $5,500. I don't think he did. No, he did all right, 23 and 27. But if you're looking for around, 26, 27 in a popular play, then don't mind some Taj Gibson. Not too high on Nikola Mirotic. And then you got Rudy, you got Robin Lopez. I would definitely pick Rudy here. Price is going down. But I really don't mind him here. He has, as you see, he had 17 against Memphis, but he was going up against Marc Gasol, only played 22 minutes. So look for Rudy to rebound here. Yeah, he is a pretty good pivot if you don't want to go Whiteside or Towns. I think he can get you about 33, 34, and a lot lower ownership than those other two. So if you want to go a little bit cheaper, definitely don't mind some Rudy in this one. So, this game's not the highest total, but still should be a pretty good matchup here. Definitely watch for that Hill and Rondo news, what's going on there. So, I think that mostly does it. As you see, it's not the most exciting night. Not a lot of good offenses out here tonight besides Houston and Portland. So, with that being said, let's try and make a lineup. It might be a little hard to make one, but let's try it best we can. All right, you got Lillard, you got Wall, Rubio. Try and go Lillard, Rubio here, if I can do it. All right, we got to find somebody cheap. Let's go Josh Richardson. Hopefully he starts. If Dragic is in, then Richardson's probably a no-go for me, but I need somebody cheap. I really want to get Harden and Giannis, but I just don't see that happening in this lineup. So I'm going to go CJ McCollum in this one. And then you got Butler. Got to have him in there. I want Wiggins, but don't think those guys are going to happen. So let's go Trevor Ariza here. I mean, there's a lot of guys I really, really like in this one, but going to be a little hard to get some of them. All right. Well, I really want to go that way. Let's try and go Porzingis Parker. And then I think you got 4,900. Let's see who you got here. All right. Let's try and get Capela. Let's get rid of Parker, even though I really like him. That leaves you with 63. I guess Taj Gibson. 800. Yeah. If anything here, definitely you got to get at least Harden or Giannis in there. So I'm going to leave 800 on the board, but definitely not a final lineup. Lillard, he's going to be very popular as normal. Rubio is going to be popular. I don't mind Tyler Johnson if you want to go that way. And then, as I said, shooting guard, Harden and Giannis, I would probably give it to Harden, obviously, but it's going to be very hard to fit him in there. But I think you can do it. And I love Butler quite a bit. Don't mind Wiggins either. We're just worried about that blowout. Otto Porter, very good play right here if Beal is out. Ariza, obviously. And then maybe Joe Ingles in a deep GPP, but that's if you're really, really risky. So, yeah, it's going to be, I think, going to be a low-scoring night. I think the cash line is probably going to be around a 280, 285. So you should be able to cash if you have a half-decent cash lineup here. So, it's going to be a little hard to put in some of these big guys, but I think you can do it. So, alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you do enjoy some of the content. So, yeah, with that being said, if you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. As you see, Anthony had a 322 last night. I had a 303. Could have did a lot better, but anyway, like I said, if you're interested, having trouble, definitely hit us up. We will definitely hook you up. You get 4 lineups per day for $30 a month. And if you guys are just interested, you need some more help on Fanduel with NBA, a little new to it, need help, definitely hit us up as well. We will have our email in the comment section. Just message us, and we'll help you as much as we can. Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see you guys Friday.